Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis had a lighthearted moment after Tank thrashed Frank Martin Garcia. Garcia also expressed his interest in a rematch with Tank during the fight with that t-shirt. Tank responded to Garcia's demand for a rematch with a stern warning during the post-fight press conference. Have a look at what he had to say.
He's crazy. Talk about a rematch. He said I was the best at 135 to 42. He said that. Say he won't fight me again. I'll kick his ass again.
The boxing world was impressed with Tank's dominating performance, and many now feel that he's unbeatable. Andy Ruiz Jr. shared his predictions for a potential rematch between Tank and Garcia.
Maybe at 140, 147. What do you think about that?
I don't care, man. I think whoever he fights, I think it's gonna be a hell of a fight, because I don't think no one in his weight right now can beat him.
Tank's rematch with Garcia appears to be the next fight that everyone wants to see. But should this fight take place at a higher weight class? Stick around and watch as we find out in today's video. Tank Davis's victory over Frank Martin has fans guessing over who he will fight next. During the post-fight interview, plenty of names were suggested, and Tank confidently announced that he was open to fighting all of them. Fans and boxing experts were confident about Tank beating Frank Martin. However, after his dominating performance, everyone now wants to see him fight some top-tier fighters. Next among the most surprising names suggested for Tank's next fight is the current IBF champion, Lomachenko. The two have fight talks for November, according to Lomachenko's top-ranking promoter, Bob Arum. If the fight gets made, the IBF and WBA 135 pounds titles would be at stake. Lomachenko has wanted to fight Tank since moving up to the lightweight division in 2018, but Tank's management wasn't interested in pulling the trigger on it. Things are different now that Tank is free to take risky fights, and Saturday's fight against Frank Martin is just the beginning.
Fighters that you can take on next, including maybe Lomachenko. Interested in that fight, November?
For sure.
Talk about?
Yeah, for sure. As long as we go back to the drawing board, and I'm willing to fight all of them.
In an interview with Boxing News, Arum was confident about the Tank Davis versus Vasyl Lomachenko talks. He said, "I'm optimistic that the negotiations will go well. You can never guarantee that, but PBC are professionals and my guys are professionals, and they'll work it out with the pressure that's on Tank to start fighting good opposition. This fight makes sense for him. It's either this or fight WBC 135 pounds champion Shakur Stevenson, and Arum isn't interested in making that match now due to the New Jersey native's recent disappointing performance against Edwin de los Santos. Lomachenko is coming off an 11th round knockout over former unified lightweight champion George Kambosos last May. In Perth, Australia, LMA captured the vacant IBF title with that performance and looked impressive coming off a year of layoffs and a loss to Devin Haney. During the post-fight interview, the Tank was asked about a showdown with Shakur Stevenson next, and this is how he responded.
It would be a bad fight because you'd be chasing him all night.
You know how it would go. Everybody in this room would know how it would go. You know what I mean? But that should be good.
After Tank's comments, Shakur took to X and posted a cryptic message stating, "I can't wait to shock the world. Remember everything y'all are saying now." Chasing Greatness fans were quick to react, and many expressed their feelings regarding how such a fight would go. One user wrote, "I can't lie, I had you beating Tank, but from what I have just seen, man, please be spectacular next month." Another user commented, "It ain't that you ain't good, bro. Just look at what Tank is doing, family respectfully." Another user wrote they should keep Tank far away from you. One user warned Sugar about fighting Tank. Next, they said he's going to put you on the floor too. It doesn't look like Tank will fight Shakur Stevenson. Next, after he roasted Sugar in the post-fight interview, judging by his confidence after defeating Frank Martin, Tank will likely fight a big name, and Shakur Stevenson isn't one of them. Unfortunately, another possible contender for Tank's next fight is Ryan Garcia. Tank fought Garcia at a catch weight of 135 lbs last year and won that fight via a 7th round knockout. Kingry was seen on the ring apron congratulating Tank with a message for the champ on his t-shirt after his victory. While it isn't possible to hear exactly what is being said, both fighters were seen laughing and embracing Garcia, then showing Davis his shirt, which reads Tank's #1 fan on the front, turning around and revealing the message, "Rematch me B***" on the back, at which both fighters laughed and hugged. All of this brings out a huge glaring question: will there be a rematch after their wholesome meeting? Davis seemed to rule out any possibility of a rematch, saying, "Oh Ryan, he is crazy talking about a rematch. He said I was the best at 132 to 145. He said that, saying he wants to fight me again. I will kick his ass again." Fans have been debating on social media regarding who Tank should fight next. Many want a Ryan Garcia rematch, while others want a Tank versus LMA showdown. One user wrote, "Scratch Ryan, he already stopped him. LMA and Shakur are the only options, as well as a possible Cruz rematch." Another commenter said, "I don't see him winning over Lomachenko. Who knows though? Tank is like a mini Deontay Wilder, one big shot, and boom." A third user wrote, "Shakur Stevenson is the cherry pick. Ryan Garcia is the money fight, and Lomachenko is the real challenge." A potential rematch between Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis would garner immense excitement and pay-per-views, but it should ideally take place in a 140-pound Tank. Davis has undeniably dominated the 135-pound lightweight division, showcasing his power, skill, and resilience. However, the landscape of boxing constantly evolves, and for Tank to continue building his legacy, it is time for him to challenge himself in the super lightweight division. The super lightweight division at 140 pounds is where the top fighters are currently making waves. Move up in weight would present a Tank. Moving up in weight would provide Davis with a new set of challenges and opportunities. Fighters like Devin Haney, Regis Gra, and Teofimo Lopez, who have proven themselves at 140 lbs, offer a higher caliber of competition. By taking on and defeating such top-quality opponents, Tank can solidify his standing not just as a great fighter in his current division, but as a true legend of the sport. A rematch with Ryan at this weight class would be a strategic move for both fighters. Garcia, known for his speed and punching power, would benefit from not having to cut down to 135 lbs, potentially entering the ring stronger and more resilient for Tank Davis. It would be a testament to his versatility and ability to adapt to different weight classes and fighting styles. The first bout between these two was thrilling, and a rematch at 140 lbs would undoubtedly elevate the stakes and excitement. Moreover, fighting at 140 lbs aligns with the natural progression of a boxer's career as Tank matures physically and maintaining a lower weight becomes more challenging. The super lightweight division would not only be a healthier option, but also a more prestigious one given the concentration of elite fighters. By stepping into this Tank, he can demonstrate his prowess against the best, cementing his reputation as an all-time great. But let's now look at the reactions to Tank's victory over Frank Martin. Do you think that Tank was in trouble at any point in the fight? Was he in control the whole time? No, he walked him down. He did exactly what he wanted to do. He had been out the year, so they rumored in November to have Tank vs. LMA Stack. What do you think about that fight, Tank vs. Lomachenko? My name is on it. Hey, Stack Tank vs. L early prediction. If that fight is good, there you go to a post-fight analysis. Jeff Mayweather also provided his insights on the Tank Davis's knockout victory over Frank Martin in the 8th round. The outcome seemed inevitable, and pretty much he won. I wouldn't say he won all of the rounds because he was being forced to move backward, so Gervonta had to win some of those rounds too. But Mayweather acknowledged that while Martin was initially winning several rounds, he wasn't winning all of them. This was primarily because he was often forced to move backward, allowing Davis to secure some rounds. Mayweather also mentioned that Martin's body language towards the end of the fight suggested a loss of confidence. He speculated that a significant body shot in the 7th round might have contributed to this shift in Martin's demeanor as the fight neared its conclusion. Mayweather noted that Martin appeared to be trying to cruise to a decision rather than actively boxing and executing his strategy. This change in approach combined with Tank Davis's relentless pressure eventually led to Martin's downfall. Every time Martin threw combinations, he did well, but his constant movement might have fatigued him from playing into Davis's hands. Mayweather pointed out the Tank Davis's extraordinary punching power, considering him potentially the hardest puncher in boxing. However, he expressed concerns about Davis's tendency to lose early rounds and rely on his power to secure victories. According to Mayweather, This pattern could be dangerous, as it might lead to a defeat if Davis encounters an opponent who can withstand his power and outbox him over the rounds. Davis has amazing people, and so far it's been great for him. I mean, 100%. Drawing a comparison, Mayweather mentioned Wilder, another fighter known for his knockout power. He emphasized that while Davis is a better boxer than Wilder, the reliance on knockout power can become a double-edged sword. The power can end any fight at any time, but can also lead to complacency in accumulating rounds. But we'd love it if you reviewed Tank's fight in the comments. What are your thoughts on Tank's next fight? Should he fight Vasyl Lomachenko next? Let us know in the comments. That's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell for the latest notifications so that you never miss out on videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.